nowadays. Few years ago, I read an article. I think it was on Times Magazine somewhere. I read it online. Now, it was a surprising article. Now, according to a survey, what they have found that in some hospitals, sometimes patients die. It could be due to the negligence of the doctor, could be some other reasons. Anyway, in some hospitals, some patients die. And in some of the cases, after discovering that this death was due to the doctor's mistake. Whose mistake? The doctor's mistake. Some people choose to sue the doctor, to go against the doctor in court, filing police case, making troubles for the hospital, claiming like millions from them. Whereas, surprisingly, in some other scenarios, in some other situations, what has happened? Similar deaths when they were reported, and it was discovered that this is the doctor's fault. People choose to do nothing against the doctors. Isn't it surprising? In both the scenarios, the happening is same. Patient died, and they found that the doctor was responsible. In case A, the relatives, they choose to sue the doctor, make troubles for the hospital, whereas the second case, they did nothing. They did nothing. They just simply let it go. Now, there was some research done based on, because they wanted to find out the reason why it is happening like this. Why not all the doctors were sued, even after discovering it is the doctor's fault. Surprisingly, they found out something. These doctors which were sued, you understand the word sue, right?
Yes, sir.
Going against a person to the court, that is what suing. Surprisingly, what was found that these doctors who were sued, they did not have a pleasing attitude or a pleasing personality from the very beginning itself. The word is from the very beginning itself. What they did not have, what they lacked, pleasing personality, pleasing attitude. They were showing their attitude. Like they really don't care. They were good doctors. All are well educated, all are well experienced, all are certified, all are good doctors, reputed ones. And from the beginning itself, the relatives of the patients, they were not fully happy with the doctor's attitude, his approach, his way of behavior, the way he behaves to people, the way he is looking at them, the way he is talking. They did not like the doctor. And it was just like they got an opportunity. Purposely or unconsciously, they just got an opportunity to take a stance against the doctor, and they fully utilized it. Whereas in the second scenario, those doctors, they were extremely nice with the patient and the relatives. When someone goes to the hospital, somebody goes together with them, right? They were very nice with the people when they go to the hospital, very kind, very accommodating, very humble, polite, soft, cracking some simple jokes, being a little bit playful. They were able to correlate with the doctors very easily, and they were liking the doctor. They liked the doctors. So the key word is like and disliked it. The first case, from the beginning itself, see the intention in both the cases, the doctor's intention is same. The doctor want to treat the patient, the doctor want to give the right medicine, the doctor want to heal the patient. That is the intention. However, sometimes certain medical treatments can go wrong, diagnosis can go wrong, some tests can go wrong, we do not know. So it was not about the intention of the doctor. It was all about the approach. It was all about the behavior. It was all about how the doctors made the people feel Understand?
Yes.
It was all about how the doctors made the people feel. So, what happened in the second case, even though the relatives discovered that the mistake happened from the doctor's side, the patient died, but he's a very nice person, very nice, poor guy. Maybe it's a mistake. Now, what is anyway? The dead man is dead already. Now, what is the point in taking him to the court, putting him in jail, fighting against him? The dead man will not come back. Very nice guy. Let us pass. And surprisingly, the rate was more than 99% of the time. This pattern kept on repeating again and again and again. See, less than 1% of the time, the doctor was good, the doctor was nice, the doctor was polite, and the patient died, and the people choose to sue him, but not very fiercely, not in a very hard way. But that happens, and that is surprisingly less than 1% of the time. Whereas the other case, 100% of the time, it was against the doctor, and these people they were ready to go to any extent. Higher court, Supreme Court, everywhere they were willing to go because they wanted to teach the doctor a lesson. At least inside, maybe they are not aware of this belief, maybe they are not aware of their real reason. They think that they are going to sue the doctor because the doctor made the mistake. But the subconscious reason, what do you mean by subconscious reason? You always have certain reasons, but you are not aware of those reasons. Those are called unconscious reasons or subconscious reasons. Was that I want to teach him a lesson because he was not good with me. People don't like those who are not nice with them, understand? Even animals don't like those who are not good with them. So either it is man or animal. What lesson do we have from this?
Like whenever client approaches, from the very first time we have to greet him, we have to be very nice, we have to be very kind and polite to that client until the end. Even if we fail to apply a visa on a time,
Good.
or even if the visa rejected, he will be okay, nice.
Exactly.
So,
Brilliant.
communication
Brilliant.
matters.
Brilliant. The key idea is that how we make, see, you cannot change your behavior in between, in middle. That looks strange. Because something is going wrong, so he is trying to play nice with me. I will not let him go. That won't work. So be nice from the beginning itself. And there is a word for that. It's called create affinity. Understand? That's the right word. Focus on the word, on the process of creating affinity. Affinity, what do you mean by affinity? Make the person like you. Make the person like you. That is called affinity. Affinity. Either you are dealing with your clients, or with your colleagues, or with your suppliers, or with anyone. If you are able to create affinity, from that moment onwards, your communication, your relationship, everything will be smooth. And what you want, you will get much faster. Maybe sometimes things can go wrong, but since you have already worked on the like factor, on the affinity factor, most of the time things will come in your favor because people think you are a nice person. And most of the time, people don't want to hurt nice people. That's a human psychology. I really don't know the reason behind that, but that's human psychology. Most of the time, people don't want to hurt those who are nice with them. Maybe he has done some mistake. Provided you always make them feel that I am with you. What's the word? I am with you. I will support you. I understand you. I hear you. Now, how do you create affinity? There are a few methods to create affinity. The best proven method in this entire world to create affinity is by listening to people. Most of the time, when people speak to someone else, they just want to jump and interrupt and show them how intelligent I am, how much I know better than you, yeah, I know everything. They just want to interrupt. People fall in love with those who listen to them in absolute silence. The reason being, most of the world doesn't have time to listen. Even if your mother is speaking to you, just go in absolute silence. Listen to her. Let her speak, 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 speak. Finally, she will be extremely happy with you. Just try that. Just try that. But most of the time, people don't know about this psychology principle of listening to people uninterrupted. It's so powerful. It's super powerful. And as we discussed yesterday, maybe you already know what they are going to say, what is in their mind. You don't interrupt. Let them finish. And you follow the rule of 3 seconds. There's a rule called the 3-second rule. Now, what does the 3-second rule say? It says, you want to speak, you have something to say, but you must allow a silence gap of minimum 3 seconds. When the person is speaking, maybe they have stopped just to take some air, to have a breath. That doesn't mean you are going to interrupt. We just wait for how long? 3 seconds. How do you count 3 seconds? Just 3 taps, or count 1, 2, 3. And even after this 3 seconds, the person is not speaking. That means they have already told you whatever they want to tell you, and you carry forward from there. And when you carry forward a conversation, the best way to carry forward a conversation is exactly from where they stopped. You paraphrase that. Okay, you mirror that, you absorb that. They were telling you something about long channel, and you just waited for 3 seconds. It is silence. Now it is your turn to speak. You must speak, isn't it? You can't simply sit and sleep. That's not possible. That's not good. So what do? You carry forward the conversation exactly from which point? From where they stopped. It will make them so happy, super happy. You know why? Because that proves that you were listening. If you are not listening, do you think you will be able to paraphrase that, copy that, mirror that, and speak from that? You wouldn't be able to do that. Maybe they were telling you a sad story and you were thinking of your lunch, what I'm going to eat for lunch. So you need to concentrate on conversations, understand people, and in between, there are few magical words you can use. Even though we speak about listening in absolute silence, still there are few magical words which will give you extra boost. One word is I understand. What's the word? I understand. There is no interruption. It is absorption. It is acceptance. It is the pattern of absolute listening. I understand. This happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. I understand. And then this happened, and then that happened, and then that happened, and that. I understand. Very powerful. I understand. Another word is I hear you. What is that? I hear you. When you say I hear you, you are actually touching the person. Those words. Because they actually want you to hear them, right? When someone speaks to you, they want you to hear them. And you are saying, I hear you. See, these are very powerful NLP psychology techniques I'm teaching you. I hear you. Oh my God, this guy is amazing. They will simply like you because you are listening, because you are patient, because you use these words. Even if sometimes they might be complaining to you. You promised me this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. You say, I understand. I understand. I understand. And there are a few more magical golden words. You are right. He's complaining. He's shouting at you. He's angry. He's furious. And what do you say? You are right. The moment I tell you you are right, is there anything for you to fight with me? You are telling me you are like this, you are like that. I'm telling you, you are right. Is there any room for further fighting, disagreement? Nothing. I understand you. I agree with you. Yes, that is right. Yes. I totally agree with that. In between, you must keep on using these words tactically, intelligently. For this one, you need to use your smartness properly. Here and there, here and there, here and there. This one, you will have to use your intelligence. where to place these words, where to use what words, and the timings. You can keep on saying and you are then you are interrupting the pattern, interrupting him, the other person. So that shouldn't be happening. So time to time, understand the flow in between. Stuff these words which I taught you. These words, and every time you get to speak, you will always start from their last concern, their last sentence, their last words, their last point. From there, you carry it forward, which will prove back to them that you were listening, that you were a good listener. Here we are focusing on what? Creating affinity. 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 What is affinity? Making the person like you, so that from that moment onwards, every dealing with that person will be much smoother. We'll be removing any kind of friction and you'll be moving together. Not on, otherwise it will be traveling on opposite directions. So that is creating, that is very important. And keeping a pleasing personality, smiling face is also very, very important. You might be having a lot of personal issues, family issues, health issues, financial issues, lot of other problems. Do you think the client or someone else actually cares?
No.
Actually, they don't care. Okay, there might be some people. If you ask about me personally, it is my nature. If someone, maybe my friend, my relative, my staff, they have a personal problem, for me, I take it in my heart. For example, if someone tells me my mother is not feeling well, she's sick, for me, it strikes somewhere. I get this motherly feeling, getting connected. But most people, for some reason, it's not like that.
Yes, sir. Good, ma'am.
Anyway, how is your mother now? She's okay? Alhamdulillah. Getting better?
Better, but still better.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, we might be having a lot of issues, but once we are dealing with the people, dealing with the clients, I like to use the word clients. Clients is the word that brings people closer to us.
Absolutely.
Customer.
Okay, yeah.
Let's say someone going to a grocery to buy Pepsi. He's a client or customer?
Customer.
He's a customer.
Yes.
Somebody coming to a lawyer with a case, that person is customer or client?
Client. Yes.
He's a client. Somebody going to the petrol station to fill petrol, he's customer or client?
Customer.
He's a customer. Somebody coming to a teacher to learn something, he is a teacher's student or client. You can say student or in a terms client. Somebody coming to a travel agency to get a holiday package, he is customer or client? Client. Understand. And we
In the morning.
think of ourselves as
No, correct. Absolutely not.
con-
Concern.
consultants. Who are we?
Consultant.
Consultants. People come to us for
Help.
because very good. They want help, and we are going to help. You need to keep on using this word a lot because people love to be helped, and we are here to help people. So focusing on those kind of words, creating affinity, using the word help, making them like you, because once you have truly made the person like you, then based on my experience, I have people dealing with me from more than 20-25 years, sometimes coming to me from like 200 kilometers, 250 kilometers, simply because they like me. Of course, they know that there are people who are giving exactly same service cheaper than me, but still for some reason they keep on coming back to me again and again, and until this moment I have not received even single complaint from, because one of the reason, from the very beginning itself, from my career, from the very beginning itself, I always focus on building relationships. I never treat a customer as a customer or a client as a client. I speak more to them. Slowly I ask about them. I ask about their family in a polite manner, not in the first meeting as when he comes, tell me about your family. No, not like that. Okay. Slowly I penetrate into his comfort zone. He himself, without realizing that, I have learned a lot about him from him itself, and that also in a polite manner. So what I'm in the process of doing, what? Getting connected with the person, getting connected. So, in a hospitality industry, it is extremely important that we connect with people on a friendly level, not friendship level. Understand the difference between being friendly and friendship, because everybody may not like friendship, but everybody likes a person who is friendly.
Yes.
You understand the difference between friendship and friendly?
Yes.
You can be friendly without having a friendship. So forget friendship. If they opt to have friendship with you, it's up to them. You don't say no to that. But your responsibility is to act like a person who is friendly. Let's say you are not a friendly person. That's your nature. Do you know that you can act friendly and they can never notice the difference? You can act like a nice person and the other person can never make out whether you're acting like a nice person or whether you're a really nice person. Nobody can tell you the difference.